Hello, everybody. I'm Nina, and it's Tuesdays with Nina time. And I want to thank all of you for writing in with your amazing questions. The lovely Miss Victoria has sent me about a dozen of them, so we have months worth of questions. So today I have a question from Tammy from Louisiana. Thank you, Tammy. And we have a lot of things in common and some things not in common. So her letter was quite long, and here's the short shrift of it. She's 51, and she's entering menopause. Hot flashes, night sweats, the whole thing. Not married, hasn't been in relationship for about 20 years. And she's just now realizing that she is more interested in women than men. She fantasizes about women and what it would be like to be with them, and does not find herself fantasizing about men. And she also has mentioned that she is Christian, but also believes in all the things that I talk about, freedom and personal happiness and those kind of things, and sexual freedom. So that's a bit of a conundrum for her as well. She masturbates daily, but she misses holding and caressing, and she says she uses the F word, and quite frankly, yes, I would like to be fucked. So I can see that she has a lot on her plate here. Pardon me. She does have scars from a breast reduction and wonders if that will make her undesirable to people. And she wants to know from me, has my sex drive increased? And she and I are the same age. And also wants to know if masturbating so much can harm her genitals in any way. And she can even do something I can't do, which is to sit there at work and have them sitting in her office chair. I've never had that. And so she wants to know what she could do about the sexual tension. So, golly, Tammy, it took 2 minutes just to talk about what's going on with you. Don't seem to be entering menopause yet. My sister entered it in her mid-50s, so I have a couple more years. My sex drive has not increased, but I've never ever, even when I was younger, been particularly genitally horny, meaning my vulva or my clit saying, feed me now. Most of my horniness or my interest in sex has been mental, and my physical needs and desires are usually more triggered when there are people around. So I'm weird that way, and I get it. Most people are not like me in that area. You're not going to harm yourself if you are using, you talk about using your electric toothbrush, if you are not suffering pain or abrasions or difficulty in urination, you're not hurting yourself. Genitals are designed for frequent use, and as long as you are using the proper tools and equipment and making sure that you're using lubrication for any penetration and not abrading or causing cuts or anything, you're going to be fine. It may feel excessive, but unless you're hurting afterwards, you're going to be fine. Women are fun to make love with. You are not wrong to imagine that. And I know that Louisiana is full of lesbians, as are many other parts of the country, or bisexual women. So that is not particularly going to be difficult. If you live in one of the larger cities, I don't know what websites that you can look to find same-gender friend requests. I don't know if any of the matchmaking websites allow same-gender, searches or not. But a little more work on your Google or your search engine, you should be able to find, if not outlets for you in your home state, certainly websites and message boards and other support mechanisms for you to, as you figure out what are you going to do. Now, in terms of your belief system, your religious belief system, and your desire for same-sex partners, I know that it's no easy thing to give up a church, but there are more liberal Christian denominations that do permit and allow for committed same-sex relationships that would not also deem you a sinner. So that is between you and your pastor. I know that there's no branch of Southern Baptists or Pentecostals, etc., that are going to be okay with probably your masturbation or your same-sex desire. That is a much trickier question that I can't help you with, unless you're comfortable knowing in your heart that you're a good person and that you have a good relationship or special relationship with God, and that how you conduct your private life, as long as it is with integrity and not lying or cheating with anybody, you might be able to make that peace within yourself and not have to leave your church. that's something, that's a more difficult theological question that I don't have an answer for you there. The breast scars should not be a problem. If you are not a sun tanning person and you had the surgery more than 3 years ago, the scars are probably faded away to white right now and don't, unless you keloid it up quite strongly, should be fine. And anybody worth taking to your bed, darling, is not going to worry or care about the scars in your breast. The people that we go to bed with care about us and not just our physical manifestations. My friend Howie says, you fall in love with the soul of a person, not the sack of bones that carries it around. And he's been married to the same woman now for 37 years, and she's gone through many, many body changes, including having 3 children. So your scars are the least of your worries. And what to do with the sexual tension? You continue to masturbate. Also exercise, vigorous exercise 3 to 5 times a week. Walking, running, biking, jazzercise, yoga, weightlifting, Pilates, anything that helps get the energy out of your body will help with the sexual tension. And you'll probably still have to masturbate, because when the clitoris calls, darling, we must answer. Be forewarned that when you do start checking out women or being with women or working that angle of your desire, pardon me, women can be just as crazy as men, just as messed up, just as full of shame and guilt as any of us. So do plenty of talking first, maybe phone sex. I don't know if you want to be with someone who's experienced with women, someone who's already out as a bisexual or a lesbian. But that's really up to you. So to recap, you can't hurt your genitals with masturbation unless you are causing yourself pain, or pain after that remains after you're done. Hot flashes, I don't really know what to do about those. Wear layers. The sexual tension, exercise before masturbation is a good way to help get rid of tension. Don't talk to your pastor about your desires. You'll probably get an earful from him. But look into whether or not you'd be comfortable switching denominations to a more welcoming or inclusive denomination of church. And yeah, nothing really beats holding and caressing. I get it. I totally get it. And I don't know what to say about that, because that's really an important part. In the meantime, if you can afford it, getting non-sexual therapeutic massage is a great way to have your body being touched in a caring way by somebody without it being sexual. And a trained massage therapist they are very good with helping you maintain your modesty and certainly not ever being inappropriate. And I know Louisiana is in the 21st century, so I know there are massage therapists in Louisiana certainly who will come and make house calls, and that is a nice stopgap measure. No, it's not sexual, it's not caressing and fucking, but it is touching. It is somebody else touching your body in a nice way, and that is never to be underestimated. It's important to our overall mental health, and that might help you get a little perspective and calm down enough to make better choices. So there you have it. I know it's a long tape this week, but you had to go there. Thank you, Tammy. I'm Nina Hartley. This is Tuesdays with Nina. Send your questions to tuesdayswithnina@gmail.com, and we'll be hearing from you soon. Until next week, thank you.